Welcome to our journey through the annals of time as we delve into one of the most pivotal moments in American history, the American Revolution. I am your host, Herodotus, and today we embark on an exploration of the earliest history of this transformative event. As we begin our tale, let us set the stage for the drama that unfolded. The year is 1773, and the city of Boston is abuzz with tension. The British government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Lord North, has imposed a series of taxes on the American colonies, including the infamous Tea Act. This act allowed the British East India Company to sell tea directly to the colonies, bypassing local merchants and middlemen. The colonists, already simmering with discontent, saw this as an attempt to strangle their economy and undermine their rights as British subjects. On a chilly winter evening in December 1773, a group of brave colonists, disguised as Native Americans, boarded 3 British ships in Boston Harbor and cast their cargo of tea into the water. This bold act of defiance, known as the Boston Tea Party, was a clarion call to action for the colonies. The British government, determined to maintain its authority, responded with a series of laws designed to punish the colonists and reassert British control. These laws, known as the Coercive Acts, or Intolerable Acts, were passed by Parliament in 1774. They included the closure of the port of Boston, the quartering of British soldiers in the homes of colonists, and the trial of colonists in Britain for crimes committed in the colonies. Lord North, a staunch supporter of British authority, believed that these acts would help to crush the growing rebellion and restore order in the colonies. However, the Coercive Acts had the opposite effect. They galvanized opposition to British rule and helped to unite the colonies against a common enemy. The colonists saw the acts as a direct attack on their rights and liberties, and they responded with outrage and defiance. The First Continental Congress, which met in Philadelphia in September 1774, was a direct response to the Coercive Acts, and it marked an important step towards independence. As tensions escalated, the colonists began to prepare for war. The Massachusetts Provincial Congress, led by John Hancock and Samuel Adams, started to organize a militia and stockpile arms and ammunition. The British government, meanwhile, sent more troops to Boston, which only served to further inflame tensions. In April 1775, the first shots of the American Revolution were fired at Lexington and Concord, marking the beginning of a long and bloody conflict. As we reflect on these events, we are reminded of the complex web of factors that contributed to the outbreak of rebellion in Boston. The Boston Tea Party and the Coercive Acts were just 2 milestones on the long road to independence, a journey that would require courage, conviction, and perseverance. Join me as we continue this thrilling journey through the annals of time and uncover the secrets of one of the most pivotal moments in American history. Welcome back to our journey through the annals of time as we delve into the most pivotal moments of the American Revolution. It is the year 1777, and the Continental Army, led by George Washington, has just suffered a series of defeats in New York. Despite these setbacks, Washington's leadership and strategic thinking would ultimately prove to be a turning point in the war. As he famously said, "We must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately." These words would become a rallying cry for the colonies, reminding them that unity and determination were essential to their fight for independence. One of the most significant events of this period took place in July 1777, when the Continental Army defeated the British at the Battle of Saratoga. This decisive victory not only boosted American morale, but also convinced France to ally itself with the colonies, providing much-needed financial and military support. The battle was fought on the rolling hills and verdant forests of upstate New York, near the Hudson River. The sound of cannons and muskets echoed through the valleys as American forces, led by General Horatio Gates, outmaneuvered and outfought the British Army. As we explore this period, we are reminded of the crucial role played by key figures such as Thomas Jefferson, who drafted the Declaration of Independence in 1776. This seminal document, with its eloquent assertion that all men are created equal and are endowed with certain inalienable rights, would become a cornerstone of American democracy. The Declaration was signed on a sweltering summer day in Philadelphia, as the Continental Congress gathered in Independence Hall to formally declare their independence from Great Britain. Another pivotal moment occurred in 1778, when Washington's army encamped at Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, during one of the harshest winters on record. Despite the freezing temperatures, lack of food and supplies, and rampant disease, Washington's leadership and the perseverance of his troops kept the army intact. The camp was a sea of makeshift tents and wooden cabins, with soldiers huddled around fires to keep warm. It was here that Washington's resolve was tested, as he worked tirelessly to maintain morale and secure vital support from the Continental Congress. As we reflect on these events, we are struck by the sheer scale and complexity of the American Revolution. From the Battle of Bunker Hill in 1775, where American forces inflicted heavy casualties on the British Army, to the surrender of British General Charles Cornwallis at Yorktown in 1781, which effectively ended the war, each battle and skirmish played a vital role in shaping the course of history. The leadership of George Washington, the strategic thinking of Benedict Arnold, and the bravery of countless soldiers and civilians all contributed to the ultimate triumph of the American Revolution. Join me next time as we examine the challenges and opportunities that arose in the wake of independence, and discover how the Revolution's impact continues to be felt today. Welcome back to our journey through the annals of time, as we delve into the decline and aftermath of the American Revolution, as well as its lasting legacy. The period following the Revolution was marked by a sense of uncertainty and possibility. The newly independent nation faced numerous challenges, including establishing a functional government, defining its relationships with Native American tribes, and navigating the complexities of international diplomacy. In 1787, a constitutional convention was held in Philadelphia, where a group of visionary leaders, including James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, and Alexander Hamilton, gathered to draft a new constitution. The Constitution, which went into effect in 1789, established a federal system of government, with 3 branches and a system of checks and balances. This framework has endured for over 2 centuries, providing a foundation for American democracy. The early years of the Republic were also marked by significant debates and conflicts, including the Whiskey Rebellion of 1794, which tested the authority of the federal government. As we explore this period, we are reminded of the crucial role played by key figures such as George Washington, who served as the first president of the United States from 1789 to 1797. Washington's leadership and integrity helped establish the legitimacy of the new government, and his decision to serve only 2 terms set an important precedent for future presidents. The American Revolution also had a profound impact on the world beyond America's borders. The ideas of liberty, equality, and democracy that inspired the Revolution influenced similar movements in Europe and elsewhere, including the French Revolution, which began in 1789. The Revolution also led to significant changes in the way people thought about politics, society, and economy, paving the way for the development of modern capitalism and the rise of the United States as a global power. One of the most enduring legacies of the American Revolution is the concept of American exceptionalism, which holds that the United States has a unique role to play in the world. This idea has been invoked by politicians and thinkers throughout American history, from Thomas Jefferson's notion of America as an empire of liberty to contemporary debates about America's role in global affairs. As we reflect on the decline and aftermath of the Revolution, we are struck by the complexity and nuance of this period. The Revolution was not simply a triumphant moment of liberation, but also a messy and contested process that involved significant challenges and compromises. The legacy of the Revolution continues to shape American politics, society, and culture to this day, from debates about gun control and individual rights to ongoing struggles for racial justice and equality. As we conclude our journey through the annals of time, we are reminded that the American Revolution was a pivotal moment in world history, one that continues to inspire and challenge us today. The courage, conviction, and perseverance of the men and women who fought for independence have left an enduring legacy, shaping the course of American history and influencing the development of modern democracy. In the words of Thomas Jefferson, "I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past." As we look to the future, we are reminded that the Revolution's impact continues to be felt, and its legacy will endure for generations to come. Join me in concluding our podcast series on the American Revolution, as we reflect on the significance of this momentous event and its ongoing relevance in our world today. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.